Hi guys, this right here is the sad truth about Hustlers Fund. As you might be aware, come 30th November, the president is going to launch the Hustlers Fund, which is talking about a kitty of 50 billion to be able to assist the youth, women, and any other person out there to be able to get loans from government at a lower rate compared to what the market offers. But a good number of people out there don't understand what all this entails and even the cost relating to this, and most importantly, how they can be able to position themselves to be able to get this money. All that is what I'm going to be talking about in this video. You are all much welcomed to the Money Daily YouTube channel. My name is Afaga Sifuna. And by the way, if it is your first time here, kindly consider subscribing for you to be getting such awesome updates with regards to how you could be able to get money and also how you could be able to tap into current affairs for you to become rich. Having said that, what is Hustlers Fund? The conception of this was actually coming from a point of view that the current market mechanism is providing youths, women, and other people out there with options which are not ideal, most of someone looking for capital at a lower cost. That's why President Ruto, in his manifesto and even during his campaign, put forth a strong agenda with regards to having Hustlers Fund, which is going to be able to assist people out there to be able to get money at a lower cost and even better repayment terms. And true to it, in the next few days, President Ruto is going to be able to launch the Hustlers Fund, a 50 billion kind of shillings kitty, which youths and women out there are going to be able to tap into that, for them to be able to access credit, for them to be able to access money from government at a lower rate compared to what other options out there in the market offer. Talk about commercial banks, talk about mobile options like, for example, M-Shwari, KCB M-Pesa, talk about even loans from Shylock. The government is thinking about undercutting all these to be able to assist citizens, most of the youth and women, to be able to access cheaper credit. And by the way, this isn't free credit. From what I read a few days ago, the government is going to be charging an interest rate of 8% per month of the monies any people out there or any groups out there are going to be able to borrow. So you need to know this is not free money from government for you to be able to consume. It is money from government aimed at assisting businesses out there to be able to get off, for business out there to be able to maybe resurrect in case they're on that deathbed. So you need to, if you're going for this Hustlers Fund, have it mind very well that you're going to be able to repay, because it isn't free money. And even so, in case you're thinking it's free, if you don't repay, it's going to be able to dent your credit history, right? You might be wondering, what is the repayment rate? I said it's 8%, and like any other credit mechanism out there, if you delay in paying, be sure there are going to be repercussions, because it's not free money. And actually, it is a money, it's kind of money which is aimed at assisting many people out there. It is aimed at ensuring there is common good. So you delay, most likely you're going to be able to repay the interest plus other penalties which come from accruing such kind of money, right? Then you might be wondering, what can you possibly do for you to be able to access this Hustlers Fund? By the way, there is no clear write-up on this, but I think, based on what I've seen before, and also based on previous government support for various groups in the country, this kitty is aimed at ensuring there is common good in the country. In essence, it isn't really targeted to ensuring an individual. Say, for example, you individually, you are rich. With this, it means it's going to have high priority, for example, for youth groups out there, for women groups out there, for example, business associations out there, and so forth. So I think for you to be on the right path, you need to think about how to affiliate yourself, for example, with youth groups out there, with women groups out there, or even business associations out there, so that you can be able, for example, to apply collectively or as a group. And then you might be able to get money for you to be able to do something substantial. And this is my thinking. Of course, I saw it had a cap to it, for example, saying it's going to be capped at, for example, 50,000 Kenya shillings. That is 50K. But what is the knowledge, for example, of someone applying individually, and yet their credit worthiness is not done clearly, even if they have registration documents, how they're going to be able to repay is not known. I think even for the government, it is more feasible in case they lend, for example, to an association or even a group of people, as opposed to lending to an individual, because in the event of default, they're going to be able to tap in multiple people for them to be able to recover their money. What do you think? Have you had an experience before from government lending? Or, for example, part of the previous youth fund? Share with us in the comment section below. It is good to take some ideas. But I think with this kitty, over time, it's going to revolve to that of focusing on priority groups as opposed to individuals. And then the last thing which I want to discuss is, beyond this Hustlers Fund, what can you possibly do to ensure you are contributing to the economy and most importantly, you have money? I think also beyond this particular fund, whether you're talking about this Hustlers Fund or even in future, in case we even have other options, like for example, around youth fund or even personal talent and so forth, we also as citizens need to think about what we can do possibly to assist the government, complement the quest to grow in the economy. And I think this country having a youthful population, we could, as a country, for example, look into the digital space. We have a limited propensity in growing our digital space in the country. And with the growth of the internet, this just ensures there is much business. So in case you're brilliant and you have ideas on how to grow, for example, a digital space, why not jump into that? And you're going to be able to tap into waters which haven't been tapped before, and hopefully you're going to be able to grow your business and hopefully over time become financially independent. And then the second thing, most of the youth out there is thinking around investing. Of course, getting money in the country at the moment is quite hectic. But if you lay your hands on money, it is good to think about, of this money, how much can you invest? And by the way, you don't have, for example, to save millions for you to be able to invest in this country. Also, in this country, we're at a point in time whereby we currently having fractional options out there, whereby you can invest in part of something. So you could start thinking about jumping into investment by the little savings you're making by the day. And hopefully over time, these are going to be able to compound and you're going to be able to make money, right? And then the last thing which I want to discuss is, as youth of this country also, we need to think about how to be very intentional with our money. And I'm saying so by us understanding the flow of money and also us doing budgeting. Most of the times, people out there living day by day, they don't really take care of what is going to come tomorrow. But if you can be very intentional, start thinking about how we budget and also how to understand the flow of money, it's going to really assist us in the long term, because we're going to purpose to put our money in assets, to reduce our liabilities, and also to check our expenses. What do you think? I hope you have learned a thing or two from this video. Look forward to share with you other awesome videos next time. Bye bye, and you all take care.